Back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about more colors of makeup. As I started going gray, I realized that the colors that I was wearing prior to going gray were not going with this with it anymore. I had like brown hair. Sometimes it would have caramel highlights on it. So I would wear like warmer colors and I loved them, you know, a little bit of golds and all of that. But then as my hair got whiter and whiter, as you can see, yeah, not so much. So I wanted to talk about blushes mostly today, but I will incorporate eyeshadow colors as well. So the first thing I wanted to go over was the warm and cool difference. So I have a really cheap eyeshadow palette. This is Hard Candy. You get them at Walmart. I believe they're like $6. I'm going to try to cover the mirror here so I don't blind you. All right, so here's a gold, and it's really super warm. You're going to see that. I'll put it on my finger. See how warm that is? That is gold warm. And what dictates whether a color is warm or cool is how much yellow it has in it. So there you go. And then this color here is kind of like a bronze. So there's bronze. Now you can probably get away with bronze in small areas because it's more of like a neutral goldish color, but it doesn't quite have as much yellow as the gold does. And then you have this color here. It's more of a taupey color. It's taupe. Now these all have some sparkle stuff to it, so these are not matte colors. But see that? That is kind of a taupe. It's a beautiful taupe color, but it is cool. It's a cool color. So you have warm and you have cool. And this one's kind of in between, but I would say that it leans more towards the warmer side. And this color next to it here, this is kind of a blue. It's kind of a silvery blue, just so you see this, the difference between the warmth. See, that's a cool color. And this color on the very end is kind of a black brown. It is a matte color. I like this palette because it has 3 matte colors in it. And this is like a brown, but it's more of a neutral brown. It doesn't have a lot of the gold in it. So if you have like a golden brown, that's going to be a warm brown. I wouldn't do that. If you really like to wear browns and natural earthy colors, go for the taupes. It'll look better with your gray hair, or go for the neutrals. This is a neutral brown. See that? And you can use this to line your eyes with, and this is great for the gals who like to wear the heavy dark lid color. I think that's a great color, and I think it's neutral enough. See, it's not as warm as these colors. So stay away from the warm colors and go with more of these cool colors. And Hard Candy has several palettes. Here's another palette. This is the purple palette. I love this palette. It's gorgeous. It has purples and lilacs and grays and silvers, and it is a fantastic color. Now, you may be wondering, how do these perform at $6.57 per palette? They're not very expensive. I don't know if that's the exact price or not, but it's somewhere around there. They perform pretty well. Now, putting them on my hand for you, they are very, very smooth and silky. But they do have a lot of dust off. So when you're putting them on, you're going to have a lot of excess stuff floating around. But this is one of my favorites here. This is like a lilac color. I don't know, it's not doing any justice on camera, but I really, really like it. But, you know, if you're one of those, see that is a beautiful color. Love it. If you're one of those people who like higher end cosmetics because they're milled finer, they go on smoother, fine. You know, you can get something like this, try it out. If you find colors in here that you really love, then you can just take these into Sephora or wherever you get your higher end cosmetics and just color swatch them out. But anyways, that gives you a really good idea of the difference between the warms and the cools. So you want to wear the cool colors. Now in blush, we have the same kind of thing. You have warm colors and cool. So I'm going to show you a blush I used to use prior to going gray. It's a Wet n Wild. If you watch me on my channel, you know I love Wet n Wild. It's kind of cheap. It's It's a great way to play and have fun with color and not spend a lot of money. So this color is the Rose Champagne, and it's gorgeous, but it's what I used prior to going gray. After my hair started growing down and my face started it all changed. I started going more pinker. So here's a Wet n Wild, and this is fantastic plastic pink, but you can see the difference. So this is the warm, this is the cool. So you want to go with the cooler colors, and you see what difference it makes. Now the warm colors are nice. Now if you're someone who doesn't really like a lot of loud colors, like this plastic pink is really bright. This one you could wear if you had really dark skin as well. So you see this, I mean, it doesn't look awful, god awful, but it kind of drabs me out. This one kind of brightens me, gives me a youthful glow, and this one kind of like, it's kind of not as great. So that's what I wanted to show you the difference. So you have warm and you have cool. Now this is more peach, so. And then I got, my favorite standby in colors is the Covergirl Cheekers in Natural Twinkle. And let me show you why. So I'm going to hold that one up. That's the Natural Twinkle. And here is the fantastic plastic pink in the Wet n Wild. See the difference? So this is cool and this is cool, but this has a little bit more depth to it. So it's not quite as bright as this one in comparison to that one. Put that on the other side. See that? So this one, the Covergirl Natural Twinkle, is kind of in between of these two. See that? It's got some pink, but it's not warm either. It's cool. So you want cool colors. That's the point here. And I have another Covergirl one. I'm going to just show you the difference because there's only so many blush colors. There's peaches, there's bronzes, and there's pinks. And that's about it. And there's variations in between. And sometimes if you get into the really bright colors, which only women of color can wear, which are like the darker purpley lilacs. But here is another Cheekers, and excuse me, but I don't know the name of this one because it wore off. I've had it for so long. But see, here's the difference. So this is peach and this is more pink. And if I put it on my hand, you can see this is more of a peach color. Now Covergirl makes their products, you have to use a lot of product to get it on your skin. I've noticed that. It does not. So there's the difference there. And you know, you really can't tell, can you? Yeah. So that's the peach here. See the peach? So you can get away with peach. If you really like peach and you like it a little bit warmer, then go with the peach instead of the really browner one. So then go with the peach if you want to go a little warmer. But peach is still kind of, it has some cool elements to it. Then I got this Revlon one, and this is Orchid Charm. This is, again, it's cool. And I'm going to hold it up with my Natural Twinkle because I wanted a little bit better quality, compact. So I bought this, the Revlon one. And so you can see the Natural Twinkle is still nice. But this one's a little bit pinker, but not too pink. And I'll hold it up to this one so you can see the difference. See that? So this is really super pink and this is not as pink. So this is a great all together to go, and that's Revlon. And that's what I'm actually wearing today on my cheeks. And I used the e.l.f. stipple brush, which I love. It's a small brush, the square head. And I love e.l.f. because their brushes are soft and they stay that way, which is great. And it's smaller, so it fits me more. I can have more control of where I'm putting the blush. If I have this big bundle brush, for some of you ladies that may work, for me it does not. A little teeny brush like this isn't going to work. But I can't use the big ones because it's like a big puff pad, and I end up putting on way too much blush. So I like this one because I can direct it more up on the bone and under the bone and control it a little bit more. Then I found another product by Wet n Wild, which I love. And this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighter Powder. Love this stuff. Let me tell you why. Because most of the highlighting powders have gold in them. So, you know, as I showed you before with the hard candy, you've got this yellow that's not going to work with my skin tone. I need something that is cooler. So this highlighter is a cool highlighter. It has a cool tone to it. It's very opalescent. I'm going to swatch it for you and show you. Look at that. It's beautiful. It goes on so nice and it's great. Let me show you what it does. You can use it one of two ways. You can dot your blush brush in it and put it on, or you can just put it on your finger. And I already put some on. See it? You see it underneath? And you can put it right under your eye like this, where this bone is right here. Just 1 inch right there. See that? And then blend it in. Do it on another side and blend it in. And what will happen? See that? When the light hits your face, it's going to shine right here. It's going to give you this little glow. See that? Oh, pretty. Gives you like a dewy glow to your skin. And if you really like that glow, you can drop some down on your nose like that. See that? It's pretty, right? Or you can put a little dropple in here in your eye, and that will give you a glow there too. So you glow just a little bit. You don't put on a whole lot, just a teeny bit. And I think this product is only like $5. And let me get the color for you. I'll put everything down in the description box so you know what colors they are. This is the highlighter Pure Illuminator 319B Blossom Glow. Love it. For $5, it's a winner. Anyway, so I hope that helps you today. So the main point is when you're going gray, you want to switch to cool colors. Cool eyeshadow, cool blush colors. Sorry, I can't even talk. Cool lip colors. Wear cool colors for your clothes. So anything with yellow undertones are more warmer. So you want to go more with the cooler tones. All right, so that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you next time.